Hey, what up guys, it's Brandon here, and today I'm going to be revealing to you guys my next playthrough, pretty much my last playthrough of 2022, as we are almost done with October here, so we're kind of, getting close to the end of the year and all that. So, yeah, I basically told you guys, I mentioned to you guys that I was going to be getting out a new playthrough. Well, for the past, I think like for the past few weeks, I was actually going to do an update this month. I was going to do it like at the end of September originally, then I waited a little bit longer, procrastinating and all that. But I mentioned it a couple times, saying that I will reveal my next playthrough. And I did give you guys a hint that it is a Mario game. And basically, here's the playthrough. So, my next playthrough, aka my final playthrough of 2022, will be New Super Mario Bros. DS. So that's right, the original New Super Mario Bros. Game. I really grew up with, really. So it's one of my favorite. It's actually one of my favorite Mario games, in my opinion. And you guys know I did New Super Mario Bros. U at first. I did that game in 2015. Then I did I did New Super Luigi U less than a year later. And then 3 years ago, it was somewhere around there. Yeah, it was like it was like early 2019. I remember it was New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I did a playthrough on New Super Mario Bros. Wii, all that stuff. So there was a bunch of rage around in those playthroughs. Basically those are like all the New Super Mario Bros. Games I played on my channel. I never played New Super Mario Bros. 2 on the channel, but New Super Mario Bros. DS, I will be playing this. Pretty much. So here's the thing, though. I know you guys are probably thinking that how am I going to record my DS? How am I going to record this game while playing it on my DS? Well, I'm not going to record this on my DS, obviously. I'm going to be using my emulator, which I was gonna stay away from emulators ever since I did Minish Cap after the whole after all that, but I was like, I might as well just go and I might as well just do the emulator on New Super Mario Bros. DS. And plus, the second reason why I want to also do it on the emulator, because you guys know I can't really record record my phone on the DSs and all that. So, but another reason is that I have the game. Actually, I have the game in my DS right now, but here's the cartridge right here. So this cartridge kind of sucks when it comes to trying to read games. Like no matter what DS it is, it has trouble reading games. Because I've had it for the past like 14 years, 15 years. I have no idea. I've had it for so long though, and I guess it got messed up throughout the years. So it is one of my oldest DS games, and it's pretty crazy how it just has trouble reading games at times. There's only like a few occasions where my game would just freeze when I'm in the middle of a game a little bit, but not really, So, but mostly it just has trouble reading games overall. Sometimes it would freeze my DS even if I don't enter the game. It's kind of stupid, so I had to like shut off. I had to like force it to shut off, which is pretty annoying. But overall, though, I've been mostly playing through the game again. I've been mostly playing through the game, and I've been like going through the worlds and stuff. Well, I didn't really like, get that far, but I'm currently in World 2 right now. So I went through the first 2 worlds so far, and I'm trying to refresh my memory mostly because it's been a while since I played the game. But even though it's been a while, I still remember I still remember how all the levels are and everything like that, because I played the game so much that it's like it's just been in my brain. It's just engraved in my mind now, which is awesome. But yeah, New Super Mario Bros. DS. I'll just give you guys my experience, my childhood experience with this game. So I would say New Super Mario Bros. DS was like probably my first. It was probably one of the first video games I've owned that caused me to rage like I do today. Basically, this game right here is kind of what led me to like today's rage. So yeah, this game gave me so much frustration as a kid. And it's not my first Mario game I ever played. My first Mario game was Super Mario Sunshine, pretty much. So just to be clear, So but this was like my third Mario game I think I got, because my second Mario game I got was I'm not gonna get it right now, but it's Super Mario Advance. It's like buried in there right now. But Super Mario Advance was the second Mario game I got. And it's like Mario Advance and Mario Sunshine. I just had fun with those games, really. I didn't really rage at them that much. Definitely not as much as this game when I first got it. So it's pretty crazy. This used to be like the only New Super Mario Bros. Game I would play, because I remember when New Super Mario Bros. Wii first came out. I think I did tell you guys my experience with New Super Mario Bros. Wii when I first played it back in like 2009, 2010ish. I couldn't get past World 2. I kept getting game overs, and I just said screw that game, and I would just I just stuck with playing this game for the most part until middle school, until like a few years later. I finally beat New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I went through the game a little bit, except I didn't beat all the levels or get all star coins and all of that. I kind of skipped a few worlds, I think, trying to beat the game, because all I wanted to do is beat the game, But that's just how it was. But nowadays, ever since pretty much almost 10 years now, actually, I've been focusing on 100%ing these games, and obviously that's what's going to be happening in this game, basically. So I mean, 100% this game is kind of tough. This game overall is still pretty difficult. It's I would say it is like the second hardest New Super Mario Bros. Game, right behind New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Because let's be real, New Super Mario Bros. Wii is the hardest New Super Mario Bros. Game ever. So, but the New Super Mario Bros. 2 though, I would say that's the easiest one in my opinion. I'm just able to just beat that so easily. I don't know how, but I mean, there are some levels in that game that are challenging, very challenging too, But this game overall, though, the difficulty is like, I would say, if I would say from a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it like a 6, maybe like a 6 or a 5, somewhere around there. Because this game is like for casual players, but it's also challenging. It's challenging and easy at the same time. Well, not at the same time, but it's basically like an average video game that has like the correct the average difficulty. Like the game gets gradually tougher and all that. That's just how it is, which is really cool. So but yeah, I truly love this game. I love New Super Mario Bros. DS. I really do. And this is the only New Super Mario Bros. Game where the graphics are like the most different from all the other games, pretty much, but still really cool. There's all these worlds. World 1 is the grass world, by the way. Then World 2 is the desert world. World 3, the beach. World 4, the jungle. World 5, the snow world. World 6, the mountains. World 7, the clouds. And World 8, the lava, or it's like a spooky kind of world at first, but then it'll turn out to be like lava. You'll see how all that's going to go when we get there. But basically, it's going to be really cool. Unfortunately, there's no ninth world or special world, which kind of blows my mind. I feel like this game needs to have a special world. Like seriously, it just blows my mind just remembering that this game doesn't even have a special world compared to the other games. So, because I would consider New Super Mario Bros. 2 having the special worlds, which has the mushroom. I think it's like the mushroom world and fireflower world. I would consider those are the special worlds in my opinion. But this game right here doesn't even have those. All it has is basically worlds 1 to 8. But there's a catch though. There's actually one catch that I will not mention yet. I will mention it actually in the playthrough, so you guys could go when the episodes come out, you guys go watch it and all that. So I do have a DS emulator, by the way. I've had it for the past like 3 years. Ever since me and my friends were doing the Let's Play squad, we were playing Pokemon Black and White, and we decided to use that DS emulator. I'll be using that same emulator for this game basically. And this playthrough will start on October 26th, right? Yeah, that's Wednesday. So pretty much this Wednesday, I will finally start a new playthrough. It's been 2 months. It's been too long since I've done a playthrough for you guys, and I want to finally get a playthrough out. So I decided just to go with this game. I think, yeah, because I pretty much before I started, before I announced this playthrough, or before I even considered, doing this as my next playthrough, I was choosing between this game or, well, it's another Mario game. I don't want to really reveal it right now, but, screw it, I'll reveal it. So I was going to choose between this or Bowser's Fury. You guys know Bowser's Fury from Super Mario 3D World on the Switch port. They have the whole new game called Bowser's Fury. I've been considering doing that playthrough ever since I started playing it, ever since it came out in early 2021. But I just haven't figured out like sorry, let me just scooch a little bit. But I haven't really figured it out like where when is the right time, But hopefully this upcoming 2023 I will actually start playing that. Plus I was gonna wait till I start using a capture card, unfortunately, to finally show that game. But of course that never happens. So, But hopefully at some point I will start using my capture card. Hopefully 2023 will be the year I use my capture card, because I am kind of getting sick and tired of always lifting my TV up. That my old TV right there, I still use that to only to record or play GameCube games. So, but yeah, eventually I'm gonna get sick and tired of it. So I'm hoping at some point to start using my capture card, and hopefully finally stop this procrastination, you know. But for now, you guys will get obviously the quality on my phone with New Super Mario Bros. DS. So. But other than that, though, I think that's pretty much it for this update. I don't think there's anything really else I have to tell you guys. But New Super Mario Bros. DS, definitely one of my favorite video games. This game is just truly awesome. You know, and you guys know this game has the Mega Mushroom. Basically, introduced the Mega Mushroom in the game, which is really cool. And it's kind of cuckoo, because you can see on the title Mario's really huge here, but he's not as big as he is on in the actual game. Wait, let me see. Yeah, look at this. The pipe is like barely bigger than his shoe. But then if you look on the back here, he's only twice the size of the pipe, I think. So obviously they got the whole scaling misleading. It's kind of misleading on the cover, but I still I didn't mind it. I liked it. I liked how the cover looks. It's really cool. I like how you have Luigi right there. And here's the thing. Here's what's awesome. You could also play as Luigi, because I think in New Super Mario Bros. 2 you had to beat the game. You had to beat the game in order to play as Luigi, no matter what file it was. But I think in this game, as long as you beat the game on one of the files, you get to pretty much start the game. You can start a new game with Luigi if you want. But I'm not really gonna. I might show you guys Luigi, but I'm gonna stay as Mario for the entire playthrough. But I guess I would switch characters like that. I would switch between Mario and Luigi, but that would just be too much. So I'm just gonna stick with Mario, just because I always love playing as Mario. But at the same time, you know, I'll show you guys Luigi in some parts of the game, I guess. So we'll see what happens, you know. But all right, I think that's pretty much all I have to say about that. There's some other items in the game. There's also this one item where where you get to have a blue Koopa shell. It's basically being a Koopa as a power up. It's really cool. But Mario gets to wear a shell, a blue shell, and the faster you run, you start spinning in the shell. It's really cool, and it's somewhat cuckoo a little bit, because you start going out of control. And I guess I could kind of understand why Nintendo didn't bring that item back, because that power up has never made its return ever since this game. So unfortunately, you know. But I'll let you guys know more of my thoughts about the game as we go along, and as we go through the game. You know, I'll keep you guys informed on various things in the game. So it's gonna be fun. I'll obviously talk about my talk about my experiences with the game as we go along, as we go through the playthrough, obviously, like I usually would with other games I'm familiar with. So, but yeah, finally gonna do another playthrough for you guys for once. This is the fourth playthrough of the year, so there weren't that many playthroughs this year as I wanted it to, because I know when this year started, we had Super Smash Bros. Subspace Emissary, and then obviously you guys saw I was trying to bring back double playthroughs with Donkey Kong Country Returns and Minish Cap, which of course while I was doing this, I ended up starting to work, so then that's when I just didn't have much time. And that's also why I decided to do double playthroughs again, because I just had so much time on my hands, and I was like, I should do this again, because I miss doing double playthroughs. So I'm not going to get into all that. This update's not all about that, but I just want to refresh your memories, So other than that, though, I think that's all I have to say for now, guys. So I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll see you guys pretty much tomorrow with Super Mario Maker Online. I have to record that in a few hours, so I'll see you guys then. And I'll see you guys also Wednesday when I start New Super Mario Bros. DS. So other than that, though, be subscribing to videos. And if you enjoy this, or if you guys are excited for New Super Mario Bros. DS, be sure to hit that like button down below. And I'll see y'all next time, guys. Thank you guys for watching.